Recorded live with the potato on a tripod here for the title matches for today's JBT event. Cal Bowl in Lakewood leaves two Nevadans standing in the scratch division as Andrew Guba's taking on Tyler Castronova. That is a second frame oopsie from Guba after they both struck in the first. So early in that match, early in handicap division as well, as it's not one Lubag, it's the other Lubag. This is Aislinn, Yayuri's sister from yesterday's show. She's taken on top seed Seth Lee and has to win her match by 26 spins to tie, 27 to win it all. And she already trails in the match after a second frame split of her own. So see if she can recover here in the third. Another split to shoot at. Tyler had a roller coaster day in his own words yesterday. Anything but that today. Darn near dominant. Started with a 230 game, much better than 130 games. Was at or near the lead all day, led after 5, lost his opening match, and then rebounded with 234, 268 to regain the top seed. He said he wasn't letting go of that top seed today. He hasn't. Needs one more win again to get that elusive first career title. Hey, nice spare from Aislinn over there. Tricky double wood on this pattern. It covers it nicely. That's no easy spare at all. Bowled on a senior masters pattern, shorter than yesterday, but also more sloped than yesterday, so potentially a little more scores. But in this house, the surface often takes over regardless of the pattern. It's an older surface here, so there's a lot of friction, and it ends up being a lot of hook at the end of the day. As Seth starts spare double, doing what he's been doing all day long. Seth qualified way ahead of the field at plus 300. He's been getting good practice and good coaching since we've last seen him. That will lead to a score like that. You'll be re-rated after today, but that's good. We want you to be improving. We'll see him at the Invitational. I can't say next month yet, because next month is still May. Happens to be tomorrow as well, on April 30th as we record, but it's 2 months from now he'll be in the Invitational. That one misses to the right. And a nice 310 conversion from Castronova over there. Boy, these kids make the 310 look easier than it is, I tell you. Great stuff all day. 103 bowlers across this huge 68 lane center. There's just lanes and lanes. The first time I walked in here, I saw all these lanes in a row, then looked over here, oh, there's more lanes. Looked over here, hey, there's more lanes. Tricky rail for him, and he hooks by it. His first open frame. He's still in good shape early. If you still put your thumb in the ball and want to emulate a style, emulate this guy. His mechanics are so pure, so soft off the hand. Dead flush in the 1-3. Could watch him bowl all day long. Aislinn started to catch up to Seth in the late games, qualifying at plus 122 after 8. 151 entering average. She'll be going up, and so will her score there. She carries that strike in the third. Big thanks to Mike for basically running the center nearly by himself today. Leonard and the whole Cal Bowl team for having us. And of course, Yamo for his wings. Best dang wings in California. Pretty double there. And only a 3-pin for this. Tour rolls on from Tucson. Matt and the crew can't wait to have us down there at Cactus for Best in the West, and up to Portland, another big tournament up there at Alan Clark's Rainbow Lanes. So really, if you watch Tyler's show yesterday and watch this today, you're going to see similar characteristics of the lane pattern, even though it was totally different to begin with. The natural friction in the lane takes over. Tyler's trying to play that deep inside fallback, but doesn't have a lot of misroom to the left. And even on that spare, a little bit of error to the left leads to an open. He trails by plenty. 7-7. Oh, not much, only 12 pins. That's nothing in 6.5 frames. Uh-oh, another open for Seth potentially over there. This guy finished in third. He was the high Californian today. Jason ignoring his camera time. That's all right. As Tyler flushes that one. This guy finished third and held up the tears of Miss Spare's jug as Had a rough last game, but still finished third out of 67 bowlers. Oh, there it is. There's the jug. Thank you, Rachel Berg. Pretty good try at the split there. Open in the fifth, makes it only a 6-pin game. Sander using that full approach, looking right around the fourth or fifth arrow. But 3 exceptional shots right there. Pack, pack, pack. That's about maximum emotion out of Andrew, too. About all you're going to get. The well-documented stories, he couldn't win to save his life for literally 9 or 10 years, and then all of a sudden he won up in Oregon earlier this fall, and just the dam was unplugged, and now has 7 titles, 6 of them this year. No! We have seen quite a few pocket 710s all weekend long. Corner pins can be tough to pop out here. Almost an ill-timed one from Seth, but he gets the 10 out, leaves the easier 7. Because he's starting his push away so low, his backswing is low, and that's keeping that speed soft, which allows him to get the rotation, and he's found a real nice look on this pair. Only shot 190 last game, but a 4-bagger now. Seth hooks that big ball right over into the corner. Nice spare. See if Tyler can do some catching up here. He's got a strike working of his own. That looks pretty decent. Come on, 4-pin. Ah. Tyler's sort of in the position Andrew was in a few years ago. We're starting to make finals left and right. It is so hard to get the first win. I guarantee you, as soon as Tyler wins, and he will win, that's also going to unplug that dam. He's going to win a whole bunch. We know he can strike. He's rocking that JBT 300 Club shirt. Needs a few of them right here, though. That shirt, of course, from IM Bowling. Wear an IM shirt in our title match. You get bonus pins, bonus points on the way to a $5,000 scholarship from IM. Tyler will get that. Aislinn will get that. Seth will get that. Andrew won't get that. Come on, ball. On a hit that certainly could have struck a nasty 7-pin. See how Aislinn goes about her corner? Perfectly is how she goes about it. Nicely done. Tyler goes about his. Nicely done as well. Tyler's body language off to my left says it all right there. Let's see how Seth does. Completely untested. This is his best tournament result. He didn't finish that high in JAT ever. Responds great. 13 years old. Splits time between Garden and Grove in Westminster. I asked him what his favorite thing to do was besides bowl. He said sleep. Said what else after you're done sleeping? He says go bowling. So he's the epitome of sleep, bowl, repeat. And really, what else is there in life? Big shot for him again, as Aislinn needs to win by 24, trails by 6 still, but make it 16 right there as he flushes that. I'm telling you, he's throwing an aggressive bowling ball, and you can't tug that shot at all from there. It's going to get 3 off the left, so it's pretty impressive that he, for the most part, hasn't done that. Careful preparation of Guba. Tyler's still got room for 214. Guba in the 220, so he's just trying to avoid an open, and sure enough, we spoke it into existence. And the big one too, 5 off the split, so a lot of count lost. Couple schools of thought here. You can just make sure the 3 and not lose any further count since you got a pretty decent lead. If you go for it, you can kind of lock the match up, but you might lose even more count. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I think that's absolutely the right call there to get the 3. Gives him 169 through 8. Castronova trails now by 25, but can do a lot of damage here in the 8th and 9th. Aislinn and her octopi. I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. love to have a Brooklyn there. She's starting to run out of frames. Carry one ball, finally gets something good to happen. It smushes down that 4-7. Needed that. Now needs to consolidate in the 9th. Then it's anybody's game if he does. Nice spare from Eastland. This is what I mean by octopus. She's always carried, since she was a little kid, she's always carried around various creatures. I did count that it does have 8 legs. Is that a cephalo? Oh dear, my biology failing me there. And he does capitalize. Perfect shot in the 9th. He's right back in this. Eastland has 3 career titles. She's been doing this for a long time, but her last title was 4 seasons ago. So it has been a while for the winner's circle for Lubag. Seth trying to ice it.
Allen, your order's ready.
Does pinch that shot a little, and another tricky 310. Kuba suddenly only pacing 209, so he needs a double somewhere to shut out Castronova, and only the 9th and 10th frames left to do it in. Left. Oh yes, holds on. Seven picture-perfect shots and 2 big splits. Name of his game here. Anything less than a strike, Tyler can take it. Strike at any kind of count. Andrew wins number 8. He's been trying to pacing with Josh Abagania. Josh won his 8th yesterday. Andrew trying to match that today. Brock Bivens and Will Davis doing the same thing out in Texas. Brock won his 11th. Will next day came back and won his 11th. Seth open there, he's got 157. The best Eastland can do is 182. So Seth needs to just get pins here, right? 25 pin difference. Yeah. Right now for the win. Steps out of it. Oh, man. The second he let that ball go, he stepped out of the shot. He knew he had missed it considerably left. That's disappointing for Tyler. Andrew would much prefer to throw perfect for the win himself, but that's bowling. Catches the win and still needs count. Speaking of, I said Seth just needs pins. He has not acquired any yet, as he throws it right in the ditch in his first ball in the 10th. 52, 182. I think he just needs like 2 or 3 here. Can he do it? Trusts it back out there again, and he gets the spare. Wow. That takes nerves to get the ball back out there again. And that one's high. Oh. Trips it all up. One heck of a season for Andrew continues. It's one heck of a heartbreak for the kid a few feet to my left, but he should hold his chin up high. He bowled second and second on 2 very demanding patterns against pretty strong fields. I know he doesn't feel like that right now, and I know he can hear me talking, but chin held high, so you impressed a lot of people. Andrew's knowing Andrew, he's gonna apologize 50 times for that Brooklyn carry, but the rest of his shots were great. Give him an opportunity to do that. As he throws a 247 at him, that's gonna win a lot of games. Seth gets the mark he needed and the pins after that. Mason's going to lose by just a little bit. Scratch, he should be proud as well. So it'll be 2nd and 2nd for Team Lubag. 2nd and 2nd for the team of 1, Castronova as well. See me right? Is he going to get a Slurpee or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Drive back to Vegas will be a little longer for this one. I tell you, these guys are competitors. When you finish second, it feels like you finished last, and it's just the opposite of the truth. They'll shake it off. Reverse hugs from Big Brother over there. That's right, Team Second, he says. Tries the gutter just to see. That would have been tough over there. Great stuff from really fine bowlers. We will do it all over again in Cactus Country. Big Bad Tucson is the next stop on tour. Thanks for watching. We'll do it again soon.